Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're breaking down a pretty stunning reversal in the global energy market. We're talking about how Russia managed to outsmart a global coalition that was designed to, well, cripple its economy. Okay, so let's just get right into it. If you rewind just a little bit, Russian oil was basically on the bargain rack, you know? It was selling at this deep, deep discount. But now, fast forward to today, and in a complete turnaround, it's actually selling for more than the global benchmark price. A premium. Wild, right? So this really brings us to the big question, the one we're going to unpack today. How did Russia do this? How did they manage to take Western sanctions, which were supposed to be this huge financial hit, and turn them into a billion-dollar jackpot? All right, let's get into section 1. To really get our heads around this, we've got to look at this price flip. I mean, it's been a real shock to the system for a lot of people. It is a total 180-degree turn. We're talking about Russian Urals crude, which not long ago was being sold for like $12 to $13 less than the global Brent benchmark. Now, it's commanding a $5 premium. It's gone from the clearance aisle to the top shelf, just like that. And look, this isn't just some number on a screen. This is real money, real oil. Big players are jumping in. Indian refiners just booked 20 million barrels of this premium-priced Russian oil. 20 million barrels. That tells you this isn't a fluke. This is the new reality. Okay, so that brings us to section 2 and the really obvious question, right? Why would a country like India, which was getting a great deal on this discounted oil, suddenly agree to pay more? Well, the answer has everything to do with a big dilemma they're facing around energy security. So take a look at this. It really paints a picture of just how vulnerable India is. They're the world's third biggest oil importer, and they have to bring in a staggering 85% of their crude oil from other countries. 85%. For them, getting that oil isn't just a matter of economics. It's about keeping the lights on. It's an absolute necessity. Now here's where it gets really tricky for them. A huge portion of that oil, over 55%, comes through one of the most volatile shipping lanes in the world, the Strait of Hormuz. And with all the instability in the Middle East right now, that critical supply line feels, well, pretty risky. And we're not talking about a small problem if things go wrong. A 1-month disruption could jack up their oil bill by over $11 billion. That's enough to send their currency, the rupee, into a nosedive. So when you look at it from their perspective, it's actually a pretty straightforward choice. Do you pay a small, known premium to Russia for a supply of oil you know you're going to get? Or do you roll the dice on the Middle East and risk a massive, unpredictable supply shock that could wreck your economy? For India, the decision is a no-brainer. That little bit extra for Russian oil is basically an insurance policy. Okay, on to section 3. This is where the story gets a